Hello YouTube, sorry for that little laugh cycle at the beginning of this video, but yeah, just thought I'd give you something a bit different to begin with. Anywho, yeah, my videos are going to be basically straight to the point. They're going to be rants, reviews, reviews where I'm going to go crazy and just pretty much go the whole 9 yards with it. I'm going to have reviews, and if the game sucks, trust me, you're going to know that the game sucks. If the game is awesome, you're going to know the game's awesome, believe me. I can make my points very thorough. But today, I'm actually going to say my greetings. As you probably already know, I am 2 Ounce Bounce, and I'm new to YouTube. As you can see, I joined today. But anywho, yeah, let's get on with this little somewhat rant I have about ideas that I believe to be stupid. One thing that I must say that is a very, very stupid thing, and it happens just way too much, is that these so-called video game experts who come out and bash video games because they're quote-unquote too violent. Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but have you ever noticed it's always like the Resident Evils, the Grand Theft Autos, and the Mortal Kombats? Now, sure, maybe these games are violent, but it's not like someone's holding a gun to your head saying, "Buy these games now, or you will never, ever, ever leave this store again!" Now, if that has happened to anyone at any video game retail store, you need to sue them since they threatened your life. But I highly doubt that has happened to any of you. So, if you put a comment saying that that's happened, I know you're lying. Anywho, yeah. Another thing that really gets to me about this whole video game industry thing is when, like, these quote-unquote video game experts sit there on Fox 5 News or Channel 2 Action News, and they say things like this. Halo 3 is a game in which the player goes around killing other players and killing aliens and blowing them up into tiny little bite-sized pieces and roasting them on an open fire with a weapon that I call the flamethrower. You know what I mean? No, I don't know what you mean. I mean, it says rated M, mature, and you have to be at least 17 to buy it, and even then you have to show some identification. So how are you going to sit there and tell me that, it's like this game is marketed to everyone? I mean, sure, Halo 3 is a violent game, but you can't, say, "Oh, wow, kids are going to turn into evil little Nazi children if we show them this." I mean, come on, really? It's just a video game. And for those of you parents who believe that your child would be influenced by, this quote-unquote negative behavior, then don't buy it for your children. Do some freaking research on the product you're going to get for your kids. If you cared about your kids and you don't want them doing certain things, you don't want to get them influenced by certain things, don't buy it for your children. Tell little Timmy or little Jimmy or little Kyle or little Shawnee or little Moniqua or little Shanice, no. The big N-O. No. Parents, grow some backbone. Get some spine. Do something. Say no. Say no, you cannot have it. Say it with me right now. No, you cannot have it because we don't want you to. See, it's not that hard to do this. It's simple. It's basically elementary. But another thing about the parents, that it's stupid, but it's sad at the same time when you hear this on the news. Little 8-year-old Jimmy died in a horrible fire accident. He thought he was Scorpion off the Mortal Kombat series and tried to make a fire portal. After his attempts failed, his house was burned down and the roof had caved in. A 13-inch nail impaled young Jimmy through the neck. Jimmy was found dead on the scene. And then, you have the parents going, "Oh, Jimmy, no! Jimmy was a good kid! What made him want to be a pyro? Oh my God, no!" I hate to say it, but you could have saved your child's life. All you had to do was do some research on this product that you were buying your kid, And then I'm pretty sure, you'd have been like, oh wow, this game may be too graphic for my kid. Or you may have been like, oh wow, this game may be a bit too much for my kid, and I know my kid is easily influenced by things he sees in video games and or TV. Don't buy it for them! I mean, that's how you can easily prevent some of this. I mean, as I said before, it's not like the video game industry is holding a gun to your head telling you, buy this game or die. I mean, you do have choices within your life. I mean, I just want you to know that. Everybody has choices. I mean, come on, you could have even just read the back of the box. I mean, reading the back of the box isn't even that hard. I mean, the back of the box is only like, what, a paragraph or two? It's not like I'm asking you to read a whole novel here. Just do some research. And if you don't have time to read the back of the box, go on the internet before you go out to make your purchase. And then bada boom, bada bing, you can see all about the product and know what it's rated, know why it's this, why it's good, why it's bad, who it's targeted for, So don't get mad at the video game industry. Get mad at yourselves. And these so-called video game experts, they're the biggest crock in America right now. They just spread these lies so they can get a nice fancy paycheck and do what they think is right. I mean, censoring video games, that's not what I'm looking forward to, but eventually it's probably going to happen because of all these freaking parents that are like,
oh my god, the person on Fox 5 says video games are horrible for my children. I must get away from video games forever!
I mean, it's kind of like, a parent going to Walmart, buying a grenade, and then like, oh wow, since it's at Walmart, it has to be good for kids. Then going back to the house, giving it to your son, then you go read the paper or something, then you hear a loud boom sound, then you see your kids splattered all over the room, and then you're looking like, oh my god! Get over it. It's your fault. Yeah, I know. It sucks that, YouTube has this whole 10 or 11-minute limit or whatever. But I'm just going to cut the video off right here. I've basically said all I need to say. Subscribe, rate, comment, do as you wish. But remember, don't be an ignorant consumer. Be smart, be educated, and make a good purchase. This is 2 Ounce Bounce. You've been a great audience. Good night.